The landscape of West Wales is a core subject for my paintings. History, its past, is evident on the surface. There are still signs of the Neolithic and not only burial chambers. There are Iron Age field patterns still on the surface, still on show. And I think this sense of the presence of the past is something that I'm very interested in the paintings I make.
I'm gonna ask you to look away. I love my hands, but it hurts to pray. The life I have isn't what I'd seen. The sky's not blue and the field's not green.
The word palimpsest has been used a lot recently, describing paintings of the Neo-Romantic period in Britain in the 1940s, in which this idea of the past in the present is very important. Palimpsest meaning literally a medieval manuscript that's been erased for reuse, but traces, ghosts of that past, that first existence of the manuscript, still evident. And in the same way, the pasts of this landscape are still evident. Walking in West Wales, for example, around old rocky outcrops which hold an important place in the landscape, there's a sense of gaining some degree, some small degree of closeness with the history, with the development. It's something that can grow. The more time I spend in this landscape, the more I learn about it, and the more sense of taking part in this past of the landscape. The way I make paintings and drawings about this landscape, I think, has a physical analogy with the creation of the landscape, in the sense that I'm making paintings and drawings which are multi-layered. Marks are painted on, but scored on, collaged on, torn out or built, so that all these marks, these are very physical things. These are not just a light touch of paint, these are solid physical marks. And it means that the past of the painting is evident in the finished result.
Wait for me. Wait for me.
The making of the painting, the fight with paint and paper, has some parallels in the difficult conditions found actually outside in the landscape. I could easily enough put together a painting which was technically quite adequate. I could do ABCD, space, structure, drawing, so on. These are the basic tools of the painter. But the result would almost certainly be a perfectly correct and extremely boring painting. So I actually, in making paintings, encourage risk-taking. I take risks with the painting. I work very much by gut response. I do things out of a visceral sense of what's needed in the painting. And this, of course, can lead to disaster. But if out of these difficult combinations, the fight to pull the painting together, taking into account these almost chance elements of making it, if that succeeds, then there's something in the painting, some sense of excitement or a kind of real physical buzz, a sense of identification with the landscape that I think is only, for me, possible in using this combination of circumstances. The fight to achieve the painting, the real risk that it's actually going to fall to bits and be a disaster. It seems for me to be an essential part in trying to do something which has an excitement of the experience of the landscape itself.